Interesting to you. Why was the launch of the Obamacare website such a disaster? We're going to show you what went wrong in the planning process.
Yeah, the rollout of the online healthcare exchanges has been so bad, it's casting a shadow over the rest of Obamacare as well. Paul Strand has that story from Washington.
With thousands of people unable to navigate their way through just the first couple of hoops, the Obamacare website's troubles could well create serious problems for Obamacare itself.
And I think the president has lost enormous credibility because he told people the day before it launched, this is going to be just as easy as shopping for an airplane ticket or shopping on Amazon.
And apparently the test period before the big public launch showed these major issues were likely to happen. Grace Marie Turner heads up a nonprofit organization that focuses on creating a better healthcare system.
They did a test with just a few hundred people around the country going onto the site at the same time a few days before it launched, and it crashed the site. What about the 20 million people that have tried to get on the site since then? They had to know this was not going to work. They went ahead with it anyway.
And all of this has made for headlines about the firm at the center of building these troubled websites, CGI Federal. Turns out its parent company was fired last year after missing 3 years of deadlines to set up Ontario, Canada's Internet Medical Registry. Ontario canceled CGI Group's $46 million contract. A Canadian official told the Washington Examiner they weren't able to meet guidelines to have a product up and running that physicians can use. It dragged on and on. U.S. officials gave contracts totaling $87 million to CGI Group's subsidiary, CGI Federal, to get the Obamacare websites up and running. Now, these officials won't say if they knew of CGI's embarrassing Canadian troubles when they handed out or were administering those contracts.
The Health and Human Services Department decided it was going to be the lead contractor without the expertise to run something that is probably the most complicated website that's ever been created. It's no wonder it's a failure, and I think it's going to be very difficult to fix this.
But CGI has had its successes too, including on complicated software for government agencies. Indeed, a big part of the problem with the Obamacare websites may well be the government itself. The Washington Post reports that the Department of Health and Human Services took years to lay out the final specifications for the system. So CGI couldn't really get started on the complicated websites until this spring. And the government may have way underestimated the cost. On top of that, more than 50 other companies were working on the project. And getting all that different software to work together is very difficult, even when a project isn't very rushed. So while no one's sure exactly what went wrong, there's apparently plenty of blame to go around. From the software companies to the government, which may not have given those companies enough time or money to get the job done right. Which has some critics already asking this question: if the government can't handle setting the website up right, how can it handle all the medical aspects of Obamacare itself? Paul Strand, CBN News, Washington.